Alright, welcome to Google Classroom. We're going to start here at classroom.google.com. Once you're here, you do want to make sure you are logged into your Google account. You can do so by clicking up here. If it's not your LLCSD account, you'd want to come down, click Add Another Account, and you would sign in through that account. Now, if you're a teacher that has been previously a part of our district or used Google Classroom, you're going to notice you have some classes available. Please make sure you clean these up by clicking on the three dots. Go down to Archive and archive that class. It'll also unenroll those students so that their Google Classroom is a little cleaner for them as well. Now to get started here, we're going to click on our plus sign in the upper right hand corner. We're going to go down to Create a Class. A simple click will get you started. We are going to want to name that class. I always recommend adding the year as it makes it easier to navigate when new school years start. No need for a section, but I would add a subject area. And we do not have any room numbers right now. So go ahead and click Create. And in the background right now, Google is actually creating a Google folder for you, which all of this information will be housed in. You can find that on your drive. It's called the Classroom folder. And then in that folder are subfolders for each class that you create. Now a quick little walkthrough here. This is your stream. This is like your classroom message board. Classwork is where all of the assignments are going to be housed. We'll talk about that here in a bit. People are those that are involved with the class. You do have the ability to add co-teachers if you would like to. Simply clicking on that little person with the plus sign, enter their email here, and it will send them an invitation to be a part of your class. Any teacher that is a part of your class does become a full teacher in the class, so they'll have the ability to add assignments and post on the message boards. Okay, from inviting students here, we'll talk about inviting students here in an easier path in a second. For grades, this is going to house your gradebook. Google Classroom does have a gradebook that you can use. Now onto the stream. To get started here, we're simply going to click on Share Something. You can type in your message here. This can be as long as you want it to be. It's a great way to start your class with your students. We can also add material down below. We can add from our Google Drive. We can add links. We can add files or YouTube. And for this demonstration, we're going to use a YouTube video. From here we do a simple search in YouTube of what we want to show. You can also use the URL if you know exactly what video you want. Find the video you would like to use, click it, and select Add in the lower left hand corner. And that will be dropped in for the students to view. Once this is all ready, we can click Post, and this is ready for the students. Now at this point we have not added students to our classroom. So we do want to make sure that we invite our students so that they can be a part of things. To do so, we're going to take this class code that Google has provided. And what we're going to do is we want to copy it. So I'm going to highlight and copy. And this here is a student account that I'm going to use. The student would paste that code in there. Click Join. And that student will then be dropped in the class. And what you'll see is when this class pops up, there's my message to that student, and they are ready to go. Okay, now for classwork, to start an assignment, we'd simply hit Create. Since this is brand new though, what I do recommend is that you start by creating a topic. Okay, topics are a great way to organize your content within Google Classroom. We can click on this topic, whatever you need it to be. Okay, maybe it's by unit. The way classes are set up now, maybe it's by groups. Or maybe you want to put it more specific. So this was a math class I believe I created, so we're going to just call it fractions. Okay, you can organize this as you see fit. Now once we've got this, we can go ahead and go in and create an assignment. Okay, I do want to title my assignment. And then underneath it, we're going to put our instructions. These can be as elaborate or as simple as you would like them to be. Once you've got that, now you can add content. Most teachers do create content within their Google Drive. Now from here, we're going to select what we would like to share with our students. And once I select it, I'm going to hit Insert. Now this becomes one of the most important parts of this activity here. So when we click on what students can do, students can view file as just them reading it. Edit file means they can all edit it. The one you want to choose is make a copy for each student. This will create their own personal copy that they can edit and work on, and then it'll be ready for them. Okay, then we go through and fill out our other information. We're going to make this an ungraded assignment. We're going to make it due on Friday. You can also add a time if you would like. I am not going to use a rubric, but I do want to make sure I choose a topic, so I'm going to choose this under Group A. And once I have that information done, we can click Assign. And once we have done so, this is going to save and become available for our student. Okay, you can see there's the assignment under my teacher page. And if I come over here to my student page and refresh, you can see that that was now available for the student. So the student would simply click on that assignment. You can see here they've got their work over there on the right hand side. They can click on that and open it up. If they need to add or create something new or turn it in, they have that there. Okay, students also have the option to add a comment to the assignment. This first one here is for the class. All classmates would see it. Or they have the ability to do private comments, which just goes between you and the student. I'm going to send these so you can see what it looks like on the teacher end. Now if I go into my assignment and open it up, I can see that Winnie the Pooh does have a private little conversation there. He needs help with number 1. And if I click on instructions for the whole class, you can see that Winnie the Pooh also has that class comment. Okay, you can see underneath there. You can also respond to it if you would like to. Okay, if I go back to my class and look at people, I can also invite guardians to our Google Classroom. This will give the guardians a little summary of what's been going on in the class. And if I want to go into the grading things, now Winnie the Pooh has not turned in this assignment yet, so let's go back to Winnie the Pooh. We are going to turn this assignment in. Remember, this was ungraded, so there's not going to be the ability to add points for this assignment. But what you can see here is, as I refresh, that Winnie the Pooh has turned it in. I can return this, I can view it, and if I view it, I get to see the work that Winnie the Pooh has done. See on the right hand side there are the comments, so you can respond here to the student if you need to. And I'm going to post that so Winnie the Pooh gets that response back from me. Okay, moving on here. Again, it was ungraded, so there is not the ability to add points, but if I did have the ability to add points, at that point I could also add a point value to the assignment that was turned in. Okay, if I go back to my class, the last thing I want to make sure I have set up for this class are the settings. And that's the little gear in the upper right hand corner. You can see here I've got my class details. They are ready to go. I've got my invite codes. They are ready. There's an invite link if you want to send an email to parents or students. You've got the class code, and you can also display it here. The big thing though here is on the stream. Okay, you can see that students can post and comment. What I always want to start off with is only teachers can post or comment, and then as students become more mature in the rooms, then you could allow them to comment, and you could even allow them to post if you want to. If you want to use Guardian summaries, you can go ahead and turn that on in this area here. If you're using Google Meets, you can generate a link here, but I would only do that if you're using that, and then you make sure go ahead and click Save. And that is your Google Classroom walkthrough.